will just put my disclaimer on so you can read it and know the risk about trading. Everything I say in this video is in educational purpose only, and I will be showing you what I looking at the market and the way how I trade it. This is not a signal in any way, so please do your own due diligence and be careful trading, and read this disclaimer. So as usual, let's start with Dixie. I'm just gonna put the chat on so I see what you're, if there is any questions, guys. So sound should be good now, right? So if we start with the Dixie, as we were talking last week, we had this down channel, this correction move. It is a correction move after this long impulse we have from down here up to this level. What I'm looking at the moment is this area here, as you see. When we knew that price gonna have some trouble at that level. It's a good support area around the 100 area, and if we go if we zoom out a bit as we did last time, you see here we are sitting right now on this support level here, and of course I was expecting that price gonna have some trouble in this area, and now we are meeting also the on the daily the 100 MA, and as you see here, price having a bit of problem in this area. We got rejected here on this pin bar. We went up, retested the high of the channel, and got rejected back last Friday. So what we looking for right now, if this support gonna hold or not. We actually did break that on the lower time frame. If we go to the 4 hour, you see here we broke this support level here, but we got rejected very fast from that level. It was a test of the area, and price went up to the top of the channel and got rejected back. So what we should be looking for here, if we're gonna see any bullish evidence in this area, if you wanted to go long, but the trend, the short-term trend is still down, and the best way was to trade this one is to the downside on the retracement and sell the market. But now we can't sell it when it's sitting on support. So I will be watching what will happen here. As you see here, the 100 EMA, even on the 4 hour, the 100 EMA was respected and following the channel 2. We have also this gap to watch. As you see here, on the 4 hour, we have this little gap here that wasn't closed yet. So there is a possibility that the market come down and at least closes this gap here before it will maybe start to bounce up back. So short term, I am bearish on Dixie, and if it will change, make me change my mind, it have to break this channel Here we have to break this channel, maybe do a retest and make a new higher high, broke these highs before we can keep going up. So for now we only have lower lows and lower highs, as you see, and we should expect maybe more down, but as we are sitting on support now, we can't sell when price is sitting on support. Maybe wait for another retest of the top of the channel and look for bearish evidence, or wait to see if this support area gonna be broken or not. What do you mean, Bitayeb, with the question about which period do you use? Are you talking about the if the MAs, those are the 100 and 200? I'm putting them on because I was looking at the daily, and when I look at daily charts, I like to use them to know if the price is below or above them. So Bitayeb, if we were asking about the MA, they are the brown one is the 100 and the blue one is the 200 simple MAs. Okay, the RSI is 7 actually. It's 7, not 14. I use 7 and 25 and 75 as oversold and overbought levels. So that was about the TIXI. Let's see what we have on gold, and then we're gonna talk a bit about silver also. There I see an opportunity there. Yeah, the RSI, yeah, it is 7. I hope you heard that for now. Good, let's keep going. Well, gold, guys, as you know, was interested at this area when I published an idea around here that we may have reversal. Price didn't broke the trend line at the area I expected. My expectation was we should break the level here, but we didn't get that break of the trend line. We get it a little bit higher. We broke it, we retest the area, we got this double top formation ish, depending on your rules. My rules, if the body of the candles don't close above the last high, that is still okay, double top for me. Anyway, we got this double top, and the price got rejected after that here, and we have the good divergence on the RSI here, up here, as you see, and price got rejected, and we did a good correction. If we take the Fibonacci tools here, we see that we did a retracement to the 0.38 area, and price got rejected from this level and went back up. When that happened, that means that the trend is very strong, and it's not hard to see that we had a very strong trend here. If we had the correction to the 0.618, maybe that maybe let us know that the trend is not as strong as when it's correct shallow one as this one. But anyway, we got rejected. We got this daily pin bar here in this area, and we retested the highs. We actually broke the highs on the 1 hour and 4 hours and got rejected back. And now what we got last Friday was this another rejection here that give us another pin bar that in this case we should read as trend continuation, because the wicks is coming from the downside. So we are on a major level, and as you see, we have the 100 MA coming from upside on the daily. And we should also take a look at that, because the 100 EMA was respected before on this area here, and we can see that we had some respect here. It was respected also here when it got broken. It flipped to be resistant. So we should be looking to see if this 100 EMA gonna be broken, and of course this resistance level. But as it look right now, there is, in my opinion, there is a possibility that we may break this level. We have to wait and see what next week give us for signal. If we go down to the 4 hour, you can see here we broke those highs here, but we got rejected back, and before we touch the 100 EMA on the 4 hour, we got this rejection to the upside, and we have 2 strong pin bars to the upside. So I will be watching this level, because this trend line is still not broken. It just retested and got rejected from it. No real break here, and we still have a higher high here. We have a higher low. If we gonna talk about this short-term move here, we have this last low, then we have higher high, higher low, all the way up here. So there is a possibility that price keep moving up, maybe break this level and retest it and keep going up. Or if we're gonna start to think bearish, we'll be waiting for a break of this trend line and maybe retest, and maybe we'll be looking for retest of this level down here. That will be the opportunities I will be looking for. But of course we have to wait maybe for at least Monday and see how price reacts at this area, because it is a resistance. It was a strong one, and we should look at it as a resistance for now. But if it got broken and retested, then that will show us that we may keep going up. I see Glenn asking the RSI 7 days, 80, 20. Yeah, yeah, I've answered that already. But it's not 80-20, it's 75-25. Silver, we have actually a good opportunity here. If we go to the daily, you see that silver just broke a good resistance area here at this level, 17.18 ish area. We did come up all the way here, rejected, and now we broke it with this good strong bullish candle. We broke also the 100 EMA, and it's a daily MA. Even this one, as you see here, was respected in this area after it got broken here. So what I'll be looking here for the silver is maybe if we have another chance to enter long, that price come back down here, retest this area to give me a chance to enter, to go long, hopefully to retest those highs, because as you see here, this area is no man lands. There's not much going on here to stop the price. We have this huge candle here, so that will be a good opportunity. The reason I will be waiting for a pullback is just to have a better risk to reward scenario. Because if we say that I want to enter when price go above this pin bar here, My stop loss, let's say I put my entry here, then my stop loss have to go below this last low here, maybe 10 pips or something, and that will give me a bit high risk to reward. I will try to make this one a little bit lower so you can see what we have here. So as you see here, the risk to reward is a little bit small, 0.96. So that's why I would gladly to see a pullback to this level, and in that case my risk to reward gonna be much better, because we will maybe put it somewhere, stop loss somewhere in this area, and that gonna give me a risk to reward of 2.18, which is much better opportunity to take. So that what I will be waiting for if I'm gonna go long on silver. And we should be thinking long, because we just broke those highs, we closed above them, we retested, and I hopefully want to see another retest so I can have a chance to enter. The next trouble area may be this 200 MA coming from upside, that we maybe have some rejection here, and if that got broken, then we surely gonna test this high here. So that's what I'm looking for on the silver. If silver gold goes down, what that affect the US dollar or other pairs? Jason, if golds go down, so dollar should be strong. That is the correlation between them. Strong dollar, weak gold used to be, and vice versa. Yeah, any question about the silver scenario we have here, guys? Or I'm gonna keep going with my list. And my next one is oil. As many of you knows, I traded a short opportunity on oil back here. I took a long back here also. But now what I'm seeing, that this wedge here is start to looking bullish for me. As you see here, we got rejected, yes, at this level. First time it was, if you look here, the rejection was very strong. We went down here, same here, but then the rejections start to get smaller and smaller, and we start doing higher lows, not much higher highs, a little bit slightly higher highs, but the price is contracting in this area, as you see here, this level. Of course we have some wicks from the upside, but they start to look for me a little bit of build up to break out. So what I be looking for here, a breakout of this level here, maybe a retest, and another leg up here. If we go back a little bit, you see that we have this structure here, and there where I think if we break out, that price gonna test this area here around the 60-ish area, that we have a retest of this level here if we break here. If not, then if this trend line got broken, maybe we're gonna retest the lows back down here. But for now it looks more bullish in my opinion, because we keep pressing up and making this build up maybe to break out. So that's what I'll be looking for next week. I will keep this trend line to see if it got broken and retested, maybe find another leg down, but I don't think so for now. Yeah, the oil. Then we have Aussie CAD. As we talked about this pair last week, I was talking about this possible AB equal CD scenario here, but price didn't go low so much. We stopped here near the 200 MA area. We went back up. If we take another Fibonacci from this high to this low, we see that we have the 0.618 here, and there is where price stopped 2 times on the daily. If we go down to the 4 hour, you can see that at this level we have this double top scenario going here. We have a little bit divergence on the RSI. As you see here, we got rejected first time on the 4 hour from this, on this pin bar here, and now we had those 2 pin bars, a bit of rejection here. So there is a possibility that we keep going down from here, because we've tested, as you see here, we went up from here to here, and we tested this neckline now, and this rejection here may be signal for more down. It depends on how price action goes next week, and if I will be go long here, I will maybe wait for this double top to play out, a break of this neckline here, and more to the downside to at least retest this double bottom here, which we have this, or at this area down here. If price keeps pushing up, then we have this stop here. As you see here, we have a good resistant level. So if price keep moving up, I will be watching this area here for bearish evidence, and when I see those bearish evidence as maybe engulfing candle on the 4 hour pin bar, or double top scenario, that will be my entry reason for to think short from this level. But at the moment we already have this double top, and that's what I will be watching. How this Swiss, I'm already short and on this trade. My friend Chris is already in the room right now. I was actually talking about this level in other videos, but Chris told me that price were heading to that level already, and that he went short. I went in and took a look, and I saw that the level is good level to go short from, so I went short here. My stop loss is above this high here, somewhere in this area, but price didn't go very far down yet. But what happened, that we have this good rejection on the daily, as you see in this pin bar. This one here, oops, let's take a new arrow, but you see what I mean anyway. At this pin bar here, we have we got some rejection. There is a double top scenario here too, but until that confirmed, it should break this neckline down here. So the entry was a bit aggressive, and the idea is to wait and see if we're gonna retest the lows down here, and it's at this level where I have my take profit. And at the same level we have the 100 daily MA coming now, so that will be a good level to take profit if price keep pushing down. The only thing I don't like about this this one, that we have also this trend line going up here, as you see. If we I am on the weekly now. The same scenario as I showed you about the oil, that price is keep doing those higher lows, but we don't have any higher highs yet. It can be a build up for more up. That last week candle is an engulfing bullish candle, so this is what I don't like about it. But this is a major resistance level, as you see here. It was being tested many times, and of course we can think short from that area, so that's why I enter it also. So yeah, it is a small position. I will be looking for it for next week and manage it after days goes. So let's see how it goes. We already took a look at the Dixie, and as I said before, this is recorded, so you can just see the recording later when we're done. So I don't take lots of time of you guys. Aussie New Zealand guys, we have this what I call a correction move, or yeah, it is a correction move in a down channel, and we are on the daily now. As you see here, price were channeling up, down, and retesting the channel 1, 2, 3, 4 times now, and now we have this situation. We have the top of the channel, we have the 200 MA coming from upside, as you see here. It got rejected here, and we have the 100 MA. When market is consolidating like this, maybe as you see here, price didn't care a lot about the 100 EMA, but the 200 is coming from upside, and that what I will be looking for. What make me interested, that we got this rejection here, the spin bar at the same level when where we have this major structure here. As you see here, we have a good structure to lean on, and the spin bar show there is a good rejection area. So I will be looking maybe for another pullback up to retest the channel to try to short from here, and that would be better idea to short than wait to be waiting for the break of the pin bar down here. The way you can take it two ways. You wait for the pullback and you try to short from this level, and that will give you a stop loss above this high here, somewhere here, and above resistant, and take profit level, maybe a retest of the lows here. As you see, it's about 2.7 risk to reward ratio, and if you want to enter under the break of when it break this daily pin bar, then you maybe, if you want to be very sure, then you should be putting your stop loss same area above this structure, or many traders to put stop loss above the pin bar, about maybe 10 pips or an ATR above it, and that will also give you a little lower risk to reward. It's about 1.7 risk to reward. So that's why I will preferably wait for a retest of this area and try to take it from there instead. That will give me a better risk to reward. Yeah, yeah, Tony, the 200 MA, it's a good one. I use it always when I look at the daily chart. There is some strategies to do the to use the 100 and 200 also on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, and I maybe gonna make a movie about I mean a video on YouTube about that, and show you this specific strategy, how to use them. Yes, let's keep going. Aussie USD, guys, we've been waiting for this reversal for a long time. Many of you know that I was looking for reversal from this level here, but we didn't get that. We now broke both the 100 and 200 MAs. As you see, we break it here. We already did a retest, and price kept going up. It's a very strong momentum. If you take a look on the Fibonacci retracement, we didn't have a lot of the retracement. I think if we put on the 0.236, you see here, that is all the retracement it did back to here. That means the trend is very, very strong, and now we keep pushing up. What I am looking at right now is this trend line going from this high and this high here, and at that same level we have this resistant area. As you see here, it's a good area, and we have also, I will put this on, I will make a new one here so you see what I'm talking about. We have this Fibonacci extension here. I will be showing you what I'm talking about. So for those of you who don't know what the Fibonacci extension is, you take from the lows of the leg back up to the highs and back down to the lows again. And as you see, when we do that, we have this 1.27 extension that came also at this major resistance level. That gives us more confidence to start looking for a shorting opportunity. We have the RSI is oversold. We have also divergence on the RSI. As you see here, price is going up and the RSI is slightly down or equal highs. So another reason to maybe start looking for reversal reason from this area here. Wait until price get to this level up here and start looking for your entry reason for maybe at least a retest of the highs here, or much better if we get a retest of this level down here. And of course, just because we have those things here, that don't mean that this level will never be broken. You never know. I never know. No one of us knows what will happen when price get up there. But seeing all those reasons I'm talking about, the resistance area here, the trend line, the Fibonacci extension at the same level, the RSI divergence, all those together make us start thinking short. And there's many ways to do it. You can go down to the 4 hour and wait for maybe a double top on this area, or an engulfing candle pattern. As you see right now, we have actually maybe a double top on the 4 hour. It is very easy to see. We have this momentum move up, price went back down, and we did put another top here. To trade double top correctly, as I said before, you have to wait for a break of the neckline here. and then you enter short, and the take profit should be the same length of you take a measure from the top to the neckline, and you do a copy of that and project it down, and your take profit should be somewhere in this area. But as I said before, I will gladly see that price come up to here, up to this area, and give me that double top. It is a little bit lower. It may happen already, but I will gladly wait for a bit more up, because usually those structures used to be as a magnet for the price. And that will be much better to see those bearish evidence at this level up here instead. So yeah, there you have a possibility for a short here if you find your good entry reasons. Don't just put sell orders up there and wait for for a reversal without looking for evidence. It's much better if you look for evidence. Don't forget, we are trading. If we take a short trade here, we are trading against this very strong momentum, and I will not be putting a limit order and just hope that the price reverse at this level. So wait for it, wait for price to came up to your level, and start looking for your entry reasons. It's much better way to do it, because the trend is up, and we are talking about a counter trend scenario here, so be careful. Yeah. No, Tony, I didn't do the EURUSD yet. We're gonna do that also. I'm gonna do all this pair on my list here, as you see. Sterling Aussie, this one, this pair, as you know, we are bearish for a long time on the GBP, and the reason I put this sign here 2618 is I'm gonna talk about this trade and what and show you try to show you an example about what is 2618 trade, and there is a strategy to use that too. So yeah, let's show you a little bit what I'm talking about here. I will just take off this one. As you see here, we price went down here. We got rejection at this level, and went back up here. It did a retest of this area here, this neckline, and we met the 100 EMA here, the daily, and we got rejected at the 100 EMA from up here. And what happened here, and what I missed actually last week, is this double top trade. If we go down to the 4 hour, you see that we had this double top scenario here. I will put on my RSI also, so you can see the divergence. We had on the 4 hour, price went back up to the 200 MA and got rejected from that level. The first time we went down, we got rejected from the 100 MA and we were playing between both of them. So price went back up and do this move up here, and that should make us start to thinking a double top scenario, because it is a double top here, and here we have your confirmation that we broke the neckline. What make it a real double top. When you see a break of the neckline, then as I showed you before, you enter here on the break, you maybe put a sell order 3-4 pips below the neckline, and your stop loss goes above this area here, somewhere here, and you maybe will be looking for a retest, of these lows down here. We broke also this area now, so if you are short, you will be looking to take profit somewhere here. I will put the box down here so you see the area I'm talking about. Here price should start have some trouble and maybe bounce back up. So if we go back to 2618 trade scenario, it's a strategy, it's a trade pattern that many traders use. You got your up momentum here, price go down and goes back up, and that give you the double top. As it happened to me last week, I did miss this trade. Price went back down, broke the neckline, and kept going down. What you can do to enter and join this trade, sometimes you have price go back up to retest the neckline. So what you do here, if you have rejection from here, let's say that price will make a retracement up. We don't have this on the chart right now, but if we say that on Monday price open and start going up, then it's better to be ready. You put your Fibonacci retracement tool from this high up here to the last low, and of course if price start to going back up, you put your Fibonacci from the high to the low to the last swing low, and you wait price to get back to the 0.618 area, and you build your kill zone somewhere here to start look for bearish evidence to join the bears back down. So that's how you take to 2618 trade. You wait for a double top. If you miss the double top, then you wait for your second opportunity to enter. I will actually show you some example for some trades that it already happened, and how it looks like. And you wait to price to get to this area. Of course you can put your limit orders at 0.618, but if you want a better risk to reward, you maybe want to put it somewhere here near the 0.786. that give you a better risk to reward area to work with. If you have your entry here, your stop loss should be about 10 pips above the highs, and you're gonna be looking for at least a retest of the lows back here. That will give you a risk to reward of 1 to 2 or more. So yeah, I was thinking that many new traders hear about the 2618, but they don't know how to trade it. That's why I was thinking I will show you this today. And I have actually one that I can show you in Aussie USD here, how it looked like in real life. Let's see, where was it? Here we go. As you see here, guys, we had this strong down momentum. Price stopped here, went back up, made the neckline, went down, gave us a double bottom, and the RSI was, as you see here, also from this low make start to make it higher lows, and the price was making equal lows here. And here we got our double bottom. It works the same with a double bottom as the double tops. We broke the neckline. That made us be sure that the double bottom is confirmed. And now we wait for price to come back and do a correction. And as you see, if you take the Fibonacci extension here from the low to the last swing high, and we see here price did actually came down to this level, the 0.618, and we got this whole move after that. So that would give you a very good trade, but of course you maybe was thinking to you look always at the structure, and if you look here, you maybe wanted to take your first take profit at this area, and if you see that price keep breaking up, then you put your stop loss to break even and start trailing your stop loss, or you start looking for retest of these highs up here. So this is another example about how you take the 2618. I hope it helped some of you guys to know how to trade it. So let's keep going. GBP New Zealand. We go to the daily here. Yeah, Glenn, that's right. I think they have a video about it, but not everyone looking all the channels on YouTube. So I was thinking that maybe good for me to explain the 2618 another time in my channel. So here we have same scenario. Price did this low, and we couldn't make a new high. Went back down, another double top here, and now we're heading down. I will be looking for a retest of these lows and wait to see if we got some bullish evidence from this area down here. As you see, this is a very good support level to look at, and maybe wait here and see if we have another bounce up to retest the highs here. We are actually now making a double top, we made a double top on the daily and the 4 hours, and we're heading down to, let's see here. As you see in this structure here, we have right now double bottom, but I don't see any divergence on the RSI. That's what keep me thinking that we're gonna hit maybe for more down to retest here. As you see here, we had this bearish flag down here that got broken, and price kept going down. If you want to trade it to the downside from here, you maybe gonna wait for a break of this structure here, this structure, and a retest back up and down, or you can wait for a break of the structure and that you get another flag, maybe something like this, and trade the break out of the flag and trade it down. But I will not be looking for short from here. I will be maybe wait and see if I can join this move up, because again that will give us a better risk to reward ratio, and that is always my first thing that I think about when I looking for trade opportunities, that I want the ones that at least give me 1 to 1 or 1 to 1.5 risk to reward ratio. Yes, any questions so far, guys? If you have any questions, just write them on the chat and I will answer them. Otherwise, I will keep going with my list so we don't... I was trying to make this short today, but it looks like we have been talking already about 1 hour. So yeah, I will keep going here. GBP USD. We traded this one to the downside when we had this AB equals CD scenario, and many of you that follow me know that I trade those AB equals CD a lot. I did put another short video about how to trade them on my channel. You can go and watch it. So we did trade this this reversal one back down to here, and as you see now, we did a retest of this structure down here and got rejected back up, and now price is going back down to retest it another time. What I'm looking at is that we actually did broke this high here, as you see. This high now is broken and closed above, but then we had some news and we got very strong rejection from this area up here. So I will be, the first level I will be watching, of course, is this area down here. I'm gonna be watching this level to see if we have any bearish evidence, any bullish evidence here, because as you see, the 100 EMA on the 4 hour is coming now from the downside. We have this support area also here that may hold for another test. So I will be looking next week for this level and look for my entry reason for maybe another bounce up to retest these highs up here. If that level got broken, if this one got broken like this, then you can wait for a retest or a pullback and shoot for at least to retest the lows here or to retest this level down here. That is my two scenario for the GBP USD, but at the first I'm more interested to see if we're gonna get another bounce up, because the short term it's just short term trend, as you see, is to the upside, and that will be a little bit better to trade up with the trend. Euro, I have on my list Euro GBP and I have the Euro USD. In my weekly, I think last week or the week before, we talked about this daily trend line coming from back down here that retested at this area a couple of times. And we talked about this 200 MA coming also from the downside that should act as support, and it actually did. We broke this level, we broke the 100 MA also up, but then when we reached this neckline up here, we got that Theresa May speech, and that was the catalyst for the price to start going down. And as I always say, news used to come somewhere when the chart is already showing what will gonna happen, because I was actually looking for this neckline, and I did enter this trade, as many of you knows, when we had this double top on the 1 hour let's see, it was back down, back up here. We had this double top and we had this divergence on the RSI also. I entered the break here, and then we had after that we had Theresa May talking and helped the price to keep pushing down. And that's why I always talk about that news usually already in the chart, so I don't care a lot about it, but I just want to know when it happens so I can be ready for so not taking a trade when news gonna come up in an hour or so. So enough about that. We did actually came down last week, and before that also, to the trend line. We touch it here. we took a small position to the upside here, and the price went back down, retested the trend line another time and got rejected very hard. And now we are at this shelf here. It's a very good area to look at if it will get broken, because that will show that will give us another reason to enter long and maybe shoot for a retest of these highs up here. And for now, as you see, we are almost on this in this flip zone where when price were support and start to get resistant up here, and now we are at this level again. It looks like we are pushing up in a good momentum. So what I'll be looking at next week, something like this, but in the up mode. As you see here, we did come down, test, and did another retest and went down. We broke it, we went up again, retested and went down, and now I'm waiting something similar but to the upside, that we break out, retest, and we join from here to hopefully retest these highs up here. Shola, I will try to do New Zealand CAD also if we have time left. So let's keep rolling. We go to USD, Euro USD, sorry. On the daily, I was already talking about this level the week before, that we are heading to a good resistance level. As you see here, if we zoom the chart a bit, it's a good resistance. It was support before, and now it should be acting as resistant. And as you see here, we have this very strong rejection from this level. We have price halted here on the daily 100 MA, as you see. 1, 2, 3, 4 test. Didn't break it yet, but the short-term trend is up, as you can clearly see here with this trend line. The wicks that coming from the downside can show you that we have a big rejections every time price test this trend line. So what I'll be watching. What I'll be looking at, that the euro maybe retest this gap area here, retest this support, this resistance, sorry, that price will come to this structure and retest the resistance, and then I will be looking for maybe for a reversal from this area up here. So at this level, 1.085 ish area, will be looking for entry reason for short. We'll be looking for a double tops, head and shoulders, engulfing pattern, pin bar, what you ever trade. What is your entry reason, it's up to you, but at this level is where I'll be looking for more down. because this whole move here for me is a correction move. This move here, it looks like a correction move, because as you see, price on the way down was very strong, and now when it's in a correction mode, it's go up a little bit slow, and it's not as steep at those down moves. So the whole trend is down, and that will be much better to try to trade with the major trend, and the major trend is actually down, and that's why I will be looking for bearish evidence at that level up here. If we go down to the 4-hour, you can see another clear picture about how the 100 EMA acting as dynamic support. We've been tested here, rejected, we're testing here, rejected another time, and we had this rejection up here. We have a little bit of scenario of head and shoulder here. I'm not sure if this one will hold this time, but what we did on the 4-hour, as you see, we broke this structure here. We did a higher high, we did another higher high, and now price is heading back up. The head and shoulder I'm talking about, you maybe can't see it. It is this one here, but that is only what I'm seeing right now. It's not confirmed. As you know, the head and shoulders to be confirmed have to break this neckline down here to be confirmed. Then we have also this trend line to think about. So that's why it's much better to wait for price to hopefully reach this area. Then you have better risk to reward, and you have more place to move down before we reach this trend line that may act as support, and maybe break it and keep going down. So let's take one step at a time, and for now my swing trade will be from this up here, 0.8550 area, and try to target at least the lows here or the trend line down here. I have also New Zealand GPY on my list. Another very successful trade I took, and another AB equals CD completion that we had last week. AB equals CD completed at this major resistance level, and many of you know that I took this trade, and it works very good until price got down back to this area and start having problem. We couldn't break down here, and as you see, this 100 EMA on the 4-hour was acting as a dynamic support here. We had lots of rejection down here, and price started to go sideways. But later on this week, what I was looking at was the 1-hour, because I wanted to see if I want to enter for more short or not. And what I saw is this. As you see here, we have this wall of rejection down here, rejection all over the place until price did a fake out. I call this one a fake out because we got rejected very hard, and we retested and get rejected another time. So this make me start to think that it's time to start looking for more up from here. The trend, the short-term trend is to the upside, and even long-term, as you see here, we are to the upside. So I will maybe be looking for another rejection back when price retest this area, and that will maybe give us another chance to go long here. Or if it managed to go to break this structure here, then next problem area gonna be this level down here. So that will give us another possibility to go long. So bullish on this pair from here, and that will be a very good opportunity to maybe retest this top up back here. USD CAD, I think someone asked it about it. No, it was New Zealand CAD. Okay, let's look at New Zealand CAD before that. New Zealand CAD. This pair I'm not trading a lot right now because I don't like the structure, but it is correlated a lot with New Zealand USD if you trade that one also. What we see here that we have this this flag here, this something like a bullish flag, as you see here. Maybe that we gonna get a break of this flag and retest these highs. For now, what I see is I don't see any signals of rejection. We are on the daily. We did break back up the 100 EMA. We are above the 200 EMAs. So there is only one way to think about that, and that is long from here. We did break this swing high. We did break this swing high also. So there is a possibility that we maybe break this bullish flag and retest the highs up here. Yeah, I will be looking for long in this scenario, maybe to retest the highs back up there. I will be looking first on the weekly. Yeah, as you see here, we've been in an uptrend the whole time, but we are actually in a very high level. So as you see here, the level is a good one. We got on the weekly this 2 indecision candles, so that daily flag may not work, and if not, you can start looking a break of this level here. If this level got broken, then you maybe can shoot for retest of these lows here, but because the trend is very strong to the upside, I will be maybe waiting for more correction down and try to trade with the trend, because as you see, long term we've been going up all the time, but it did give a very good correction back down to this trend line to try to rejoin it to the upside. If you're gonna trade a reversal here, wait for the break of this line before you enter. Okay guys, USD JAPY and USD CAD, yeah, I have them also on my list. And USD CAD, where I was thinking I will take out the 200 and 100 because they are not very respected on this pair. As you know, we have this very complicated correction ever. It's been a very long time we've doing this correction back here from this momentum up, and price was making this correction back up. And what I think about this pair at the moment, that we maybe finally start to see that down movement that everyone was waiting for. And the reason I have both these red lines here is of course because I think that we may have an AB equals CD scenario here if we break this major support level. And what make me think more now for the downside, because as you see here before, we've been making those higher highs all the time, and another higher highs, higher lows also, but now we have a little bit new structure here, higher lows. Now it's the first time that I see a major lower high. We had some lower highs here before, but you can see this one is a bit more clear one. Yeah, we also broke this low here. We broke in close, we got rejected, we made a move up to the 0.618, and when that happened, I usually directly make like this. I'm gonna show you another time how I think when I see an AB equals CD. So price went down here. We did a retracement of 0.618 Fibonacci. So when I saw that, I drew my line, especially when I saw the spin bar and the rejection. I drew my first AB leg, and I do a clone of it to get the same measured move. I put it up here from this swing high, and see when it ends. It ends at a good level down here. As you see, we have this structure down here, and we have also if we take our Fibonacci extension from the high to the low, from the A to B back to A, and as you see here, it ends also at the 1.41 Fibonacci extension. That gives us another confluence that maybe when price, if and when get here, that we at least gonna have a bounce back up here to retest this structure here. But at first we have to break this level. And it looks like price is pushing down in a good momentum, but it is a good support. As you see here, it was tested 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and now we stuck there. What I will be looking at, a break of this support here, a retest, and maybe try to join the party down. And if this goes, I think this AB equals CD gonna be only a short-term bounce up here, and that we may keep pushing down to see this last move down that everyone is waiting for. So the AB equals CD, if it happens down here in this area, it's gonna be maybe only a short bounce up to retest, but that is lots of pips, so it's not as short as it sounds. If we get this bounce, it's about 225 pips, so that is gonna be a good bounce up. But the main trade should be that you hold this trade and try to keep holding it to the downside, because there is, if we break also this area here, it's gonna go for a long time down. So you can trade it one major to the downside, and maybe do some swing trade on the way. Which one do you mean, Glenn, that you can see it taking from there? Are you talking about the USD CAD? Betayeb, yeah, you asked it for USD CAD. Are we clear there about that pair? And we have the also you asked about USD JAPI. Yeah, when we did this move up on the USD JAPI, and we got this double top here, as you see, I start to thinking that okay, we have a very strong momentum up, we're gonna go down, do a retracement at least 0.38, and start to keep going and pushing and break these lows back up. That didn't happen yet. We did a correction down to 0.38. We are at that level right now, but we didn't really get a strong momentum up yet. We did go down. We are ranging back than the starting of January, almost in this area. We have this acceptance area of price here right now. We have this range that maybe if we go to the 4 hour, you can see it clearer that we broke down this structure, we retested, and start ranging in this area. What happened now, that I am a little bit bearish on this for now. We didn't break this area yet, but what I see that the momentum up is not so strong, and we're not been able to break to the highs again. We had those last two highs here, and we have those lows here. We did break this structure a little bit, then got rejection back up, but as you see here, we have some rejection from the upside, so it seems like the pressure is more to the downside. Another situation of build up for maybe more break to the downside. So I'm a little cautious on this pair right now. We are sitting on support, this channel that we was talking about last week didn't work out very well, and the only thing we have right now on the daily that can show us some bullishness is this divergence on the RSI, and that we have actually this double top, triple top scenario here with divergence on the RSI. That is all we have. We have this rejection from the downside, and we had this rejection from the upside. A little bit of indecision, as you see here, but more slightly to the downside. I feel there is some pressure down here because we was never able to go back up to retest these highs, and the pressure is looks like we have more pressure to the downside than to the upside, but it is a strong support, so I will be watching this for maybe a clear breakout to the downside, and then we have another structure down here. So very cautious on this pair for now, from this area anyway. So that will not be maybe the first thing I will be trading next week. Maybe if we get a bounce back up, I will maybe try to trade another short from this level, and maybe look for take profit at this area, or look if we're gonna make the break to the downside to retest this structure down here. So from here, I'm not so sure. I don't have that feeling of taking a long from here yet. I need much more evidence to long this pair, so I will will be waiting on the 4 hour and see what's next week give us from here, if it give us any bullish evidence. But for now, I'm more short on this one actually. And I have USD Turkish lira on my watch list. This pair been trending up since the beginning of the world, as you see here on the monthly, and on the weekly there been an uptrend, a very strong uptrend, and now we reached this level and we put this double top, as you see here. Here it's a very good double top. I like when the double top can't make it to retest the ultimate highs. So I like it when a double top don't reach the ultimate highs, that ends a little bit lower. And we had this divergence on the RSI, so it was a clear sign for maybe a reversal. And we had, as you see, the wicks coming from the upside all the way here, those wicks also. And we did on Friday we did break the neckline here at this level. So it looks like it is heading down to retest this broken structure here at the same level. If you take your Fibonacci retracement from this low here to this high up here, you see that the 0.618 came at the same level as this structure. So what I will be looking at, maybe to see if we can join another bounce to retest the highs on this pair. Will not be shorting this pair from here, even if it looks that there is some momentum to the downside. But as you see, the trend have been up all the time, and the RSI is heading to the oversold very soon. So maybe when price get here, the RSI will also get oversold and give us another opportunity to maybe join this whole trend up, or as I said, at least a retest of these highs. And I will be more happy if we see the reversal from this level instead from this area here, because our stop loss can go below here, and that will give us a better risk to reward scenario to join this trend. Yeah, oh my god, one and a half hour, guys, of me talking. So I'm taking some water. That was all the pairs on my list. A little bit long weekly overview today. Do you have any questions that I can answer them a little bit fast, because I'm gonna call it a day from here. So I'll maybe give some 5 minutes to answer questions if there is any. Please keep your webinars every week. You make it great. Yeah, thank you, Betaib. I will, of course, I will try to keep the webinars coming every week. I will try my best to spare some time for that. So I'm glad you like it. Thanks to everyone that took the time to join us today. Don't forget, this is recorded, so you can go back to my channel and look at it. Do subscribe to the channels, give me some thumbs up, put your comment, so let me know if you'd like it, if you don't like it, if it's boring, or if you want me to fix anything else. Thank you very much. You can share the video on social media, so more people get benefit of this. And yeah, see you out there. Trade safe, as I always say. Thank you very much, guys. See you next week.